How's it going, everyone? Lunar here, and in today's video I'm going to go over the top 4 tips to be the best rifler in CSGO. The first tip to be the best rifler is to have good crosshair placement. When it comes to crosshair placement, the main thing to keep in mind is to always have your crosshair at head height. The best way to always keep your crosshair at head height is to aim about halfway up the wall like it is shown on screen now. Placing a bot next to the wall really helps show the head height is halfway up any wall. One thing you do also have to take into consideration is elevation, such as mid on cache where the enemy is in Z and they are higher up. Adjusting the head height here is very simple because it is halfway from any wall that they're standing next to. Also, with crosshair placement, having your crosshair quote-unquote glued to the wall helps you as you round corners because you are technically clearing every angle as you're moving. So if someone is in an off angle or closer than you may think, instead of trying to pre-fire and pre-aim and guess where they're at and having to flick to where they actually are, you can avoid this and be as prepared as you can with having your crosshair glued to every single corner, and that way you're clearing out every possible angle that someone can be in, and you have less of a chance to having to flick to someone if they're in a different angle. Now, the second tip to be the best rifler is movement. Movement is huge when it comes to being the best rifler because it can not only make you a harder target to hit but also help you with your aim. People can have outstanding aim shooting bots, but if you have bad movement when hopping into a game, they won't be able to hit their shots. This is because when warming up with bots, people will tend to just stand still and not try to tie in their movement. Strafing and stutter stepping is the best thing that can help you improve as a rifler. First, let me show you an example without strafing. As you can see, this really closes off your view of things around you and puts you in a more open position to easily get killed. This, compared to when you're strafing, makes a huge difference. When you're strafing, this puts you in a better position to clear angles, gives you more of a view of positions where people could possibly be in, and sets you up for stutter stepping. Now, stutter stepping is when you're using your A and D keys and moving left to right. As an example, when you're moving left, let go of A, and after letting go, hit D. This puts your velocity down to 0 and makes you accurate for that split second. This makes you a harder target to hit since you're constantly moving. And I know we're talking about rifles, but if you're sidestepping when you're using pistols, this is a huge thing that can help tremendously. Now, the third tip for being the best rifler is to know and practice your reaction time. Knowing your reaction time can help a lot, especially combined with your crosshair placement. A huge reason why this is important is because you will know how close or far from the angle you should hold. As an example, if you're waiting for someone to push an angle, based on your reaction time, you can determine whether or not you should hold the angle close, right next to the wall, or a couple feet away. Realistically, a lot of the time people peek angles, and when they do, they will wide peek whether or not they know where you're at. So holding an angle a little farther out is definitely recommended, but can also be decided based on your reaction time. If you're looking to practice your reaction time, two of the best community made maps is Training Aim CSGO and Reflex/Aim Training. The link to these will be put down in the description, and if you constantly practice these maps, it'll definitely help with your reaction time. Now, the fourth tip is to practice your aim. Practicing your aim can be done in many different ways, from playing headshot only deathmatch servers, playing regular deathmatch servers, and playing and practicing with bots on community made maps. To keep consistent aim, it is always best to warm up for at least 15 minutes before playing a game. You do have to be careful not to burn yourself out, though. Practicing for more than 15 minutes can definitely do that for some people, so just take that into consideration. Now, constantly practicing and getting into a routine to not only warm up your aim, but practice your aim will help you improve and stay more consistent when playing actual matches. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. That's my 4 tips for you. If you feel any other tips that could be added, then leave them down in the comment section, as they could also help people out. Now, if you enjoyed this video, then let me know by sharing it and hitting that like button. My name is Lunar, and I'll catch you all next time.